it's interesting because I used to sell for Yellow Pages, you know, like the phone book things. Um, and you're dealing with a lot of small businessmen. It was mostly men, builders, plumbers, decorators, all that sort of stuff. And the women, unfortunately, the most successful women were the women who didn't flirt, but allowed ambiguity. Nothing ever happened. That's not what I'm suggesting at all. But a man will be dealt with by a pretty girl, and men are pretty stupid, basically. They're like, oh, but for the married man like yourself, so Anasuya, that, I mean, Olivia, how long ago were you a financial advisor?
That was about, say, 6 years ago.
6 years ago. And so that was happening in the real world.
Yeah.
As well as social media.
Correct, yeah.
I asked you, Anasuya, before on a previous episode, if because you're empowering women, so do you have your platform anymore, or is it mostly ads you run now?
Now I used to do mostly ad.
Okay, so you're not
I don't post regularly on LinkedIn or other. So mostly I'm doing ad because I'm getting the advantage of that, because ad is giving me the results more quickly than that.
Absolutely. But are you still offering your service for Indian women to have this online platform?
Yeah, of course.
Right. So my question then is, given the way that women around the world are mistreated and ignored, are you now still getting pushback from families and from husbands?
Yeah, it is still there. It is still there. Mostly the mainstream Indian society, like Haryana people and Rajasthan, that Indian, those areas. It's very vulnerable society for women. And they have so many, I mean, now the women are coming out there, but still they are like, it is so much, and they have a very cultural, what you call it, it's more religious, it's created by the society, religious, like, there's some kind of custom rituals they follow. I mean, they believe that these are our life, this is the life how it is for a woman. They don't want to come out. And if you talk about the social media and speaking on against of that, they will not, nobody will come out and talk about it. They don't have, they will not, that's for sure. But still there are many women, they are, I know mostly the NGOs, they are working for the people in that in locality, I mean the region area. They are looking for the women to come up and talk, and they are participating. Women are participating in different way. Like, I'll just talk about one example now in Rajasthan, a very small village, where they have women who, if a girl will take a birth, I mean girl child, they killed. When they are, you cannot give birth to a girl child. It's like an abomination.
Same in China. Same in China for many years, and similar in Japan as well. Japan now has a serious problem because there was such an imbalance in the sexual. It's quite an interesting culture actually, but there's such an imbalance in female rights that boys have gone off into manga and cartoons and sex dolls. Girls are left not wanted, and now they've got an aging population and they don't have any immigration. If I went to Japan, I'd stand out. I mean, obviously I stand out anyway, but there are just Japanese people there, and now they're all getting old. So this habit of men of being dicks basically is coming round to bite us all on the arse because of these pressures we face. I just finished reading. I say I just finished reading. I read a little while ago Melinda Gates's book called The Moment of Lift, and in that book, so I don't want to know anything personal, but in areas of India and Africa, female genital mutilation is the norm. Sorry. Hey. And the story is a girl, because it would dishonor her father, agreed to have it done to her, but she said, I'll only do this if I can stay in school. And the story, she stayed in school and had this horrible thing happen to her, and then went on to get a PhD in America, and she went back to her country to she went back to her country and has opened 200 schools to help women. But so does the phrase untouchable come from India, or is it something that's a worldwide thing? Anusia.
I can't say it's maybe it is there everywhere, or maybe some particular society they still practice it.
Right.
I actually because it's all about culture, you know. It's made by all the human society only. The cultural, these are cultural issues.
Because what she did was the position of women is so low in this caste of this caste that they are beaten and raped and murdered without anyone even beginning to think about complaining. And you know, I don't know how often it happens, but it's happened enough that it's made the news in England that a woman will be stoned to death because she's been raped by her own, stoned to death by her family because she's been raped. So what can you say? What can you say that's going to make a difference to a woman watching this who lives in a culture that is so repressive? I'll go for you, Olivia, first, because I've got a few contacts in South Africa and the economy has been an L since the 2008 crash. So, you know, I didn't know that 2/3 of the children don't have schools to go to.